This week on Ask the Advisor, we look at the 3 most common ways that people waste money. Hey everybody, I'm Mike Desepoli and this is episode 33 of the Ask the Advisor show. Today we're taking a look at the 3 most common ways that people waste money. Now if you've been keeping up with our show, we talked about in previous episodes how small leaks can sink a big ship. So we want to help you identify some of your monthly expenses, particularly the ones that are wasteful, to see if you can eliminate those and help you get a better handle on your budget and savings goals. So the first way, and one of the most common ways that we see people waste money, is fees. And fees come in many different types and sizes, whether it's ATM fees that you incur when you visit a bank that's not your local branch, or overdraft fees if you spend more money than you have in your checking account and the bank covers that particular purchase or transaction, or even if it's different fees associated with the banking programs that you're in each and every month. If you don't maintain a certain balance, they charge you $5, $10, $15 per month. All of these different fees add up, and we see people so often wasting money on fees because they tend to come in small denominations. So that $2 or $3 ATM fee that you incur when you visit the ATM, most people just brush it off and pay no attention to it because it's a small denomination. But when you think about it for a second in dollars and percentage terms, when you visit the ATM to pull out a $20 bill and you pay a $2 ATM convenience fee, that's a 10% fee for you to withdraw your money. So that is a very common way that people waste money, and generally it's because a lot of these fees are smaller denominations and people don't pay much attention to them. But as we know, they do add up over time and they can have a very detrimental impact on your savings goals. So keep an eye on the fees that you pay each and every month. The second way that we see people wasting money month in and month out are on various different types of memberships and commitments that they make on a monthly basis. Whether it's a monthly magazine subscription that you get for $3.99 that you haven't read in 2 years, or it's a gym membership that you pay $20, $30, $40 a month for, and you haven't seen the inside of the gym since 2016. These are the different types of memberships that people have on auto draft out of their checking account. So it's a very set it and forget it approach. And while that's great if you're somebody who's actively using these memberships, you can pay them month in and month out just like a normal invoice. Where it becomes very dangerous is for people that are not actively using them and they're not reviewing their budget on a monthly basis. So they don't even realize that they're paying for these things month in and month out. You know, people that own gyms love people that don't look at their monthly expenditures because they get you to join the gym, they start charging you every month, and next thing you know, you haven't been there in a year and a half and they've been collecting a monthly fee month in and month out. So sit down, look at your monthly expenditures, decide for yourself what memberships, what magazines, what subscriptions do I actually use, do I actually want and get value from, and take a look where you can trim back. Maybe if you look at your gym membership and it's $89 a month and you realize that you're only going once or twice a week, maybe you can seek a cheaper alternative like say a Planet Fitness that'll let you in the door for $10 a month. This way you won't feel as bad if you're not using it, and the cost will be a significant savings that you could put towards your savings. So that's the second one. And the third way that we see people wasting money month in and month out is something I like to call rounding up. Okay, and this concept is, think of it like when you have $20 in your pocket and you go to the store and you find that the goods or items that you need are about $16, $17. Most people think to themselves, you know what, I'm only gonna have $3 left over out of this $20 bill, so why don't I find something else in the store and purchase it, this way I spend the full 20. That's what I call rounding up, and consumers do this all the time. Whether it's rounding up from $17 to 20, whether it's rounding up from $95 to 100, or from 900 to 1,000. People in their spending habits have a tendency to look at the money they're spending and say, well, what will it hurt me if I just round up to the nearest whole number? Doing that over and over and over time will cost you to spend a lot more money than you set out to do. So this is something that you want to keep a very close eye on. If you go into that store with a $20 bill and you spend $17, great. Keep the $3 in your pocket and move on. There's no reason to go find something else to buy or spend your money on just to get that money out of your pocket. So again, stop rounding up on purchases, and maybe even if you could start a new habit would be rounding down. So go into a store or a particular purchase with a budget, make sure you stay within your means and don't exceed that budget. Don't get upsold. So these are just 3 common ways that people waste money on a month in and month out basis. And again, they're not always big dollar amounts that people are wasting, but it's the little expenditures that certainly add up over time. And obviously, if you can take this money and direct it to a better place that's more productive use for your future, whether it's investing, saving, or paying down existing debt that you have, you'll be in a much better place as you move forward. Thank you guys so much for tuning into this episode. If you're watching us on YouTube, we hope you subscribe to our channel. Click that button in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Make sure you never miss a future update. If you're watching us on Facebook, please throw us a like, leave us a comment, share the video with somebody that you know that may benefit from this advice. We really appreciate the feedback and the support that you guys give us in help getting our message out there, and we thank you for that. So please let us know what you think, leave us a comment, or let us know if there's something you'd like to hear us talk about. If you're on Instagram, please follow us at Ask the Advisor. There's a lot of interesting stuff we post there each and every week. We want to motivate entrepreneurs to do the right thing with their money and provide you some financial fitness and wealth wisdom tips along the way. So don't forget to follow. And of course, if you're on Twitter, you can tweet us using the hashtag #AskTheAdvisor. Any question that you have, whether it's personal finance, entrepreneurship, investing, stocks, real estate, you name it, feel free, ask us, and we'll be happy to include that in a future show. And you can visit us on the web, www.asktheadvisor.com. New website going up. We're really excited about that, so let us know what you think. And make sure to come back and check us out next week for episode 34. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next week.